Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. All right, y'all. We're back. I moved into my new spot. My background's just a little bit different. There will be some more additions and stuff like that. It's actually pretty messed up right now, so I'm not going to show you the whole room. But once I get it all set up, well, whatever, guys. Y'all know I'm transparent out here. This is here we are, okay? There's the bathroom and stuff like that. I still gotta put the little TV stand together and all of this stuff. I got all of my electronics and stuff like that. Much bigger room than it was before. I think I've showed you guys that multiple times too. And there's a couple things that I want to mention with that too, because I went into a expanded mindset. So before we get into the topic, let me just go a little bit into that. I'm not fully ready I didn't feel fully ready to move out and to be in this establishment that I'm in now, right? My new home. However, giving the mental space that I needed, the mental space is what was important, which is what made me expand my environment, is because I needed more clarity up here. And because I was living with other people, I was living with my ex, I was living with my mom, the kids, we were all bunched into one little place. My room was very small, so my son didn't have a room, stuff like that. That didn't give me enough mental clarity to be able to progress forward when it comes to different things that concern the business, simply because there was so much other stuff because of the nature of the environment that was weighing on my mind, that was taking up mental space. So I did attempt, I stayed 2 years. I attempted to see, okay, is this going to work? Is this going to work? I'm testing it out. I'm trying different methods. I'm switching things up. And I was like, okay, no, what I need is my own space. Obviously, that's what I need, is my own space anyway. But when people are trying to do different things, sometimes you try and save money in different places and you try different methods to see what's up. So that's what I was doing. However, I will let you know that there will come a time where you will realize, no, I need to move into a different place, a different environment, a different city, a different state, because I need the mental space. That's what makes it important. All right. So let's jump right into the topic. All right. You are either going to shut down or show up. And here's what I mean by that. Okay, let me give you guys a story. You probably have heard this before. I was playing basketball. I actually took a little hiatus for a while, right? I kind of retired a little bit like Mike, and then I decided to jump back into the game. But anyway, I wasn't playing as consistent as I was. One day I'm playing outside, I'm, dribbling, I'm doing my thing. I hadn't played in a while, but I still had you still keep that in your mind, like riding a bike. You still know the mechanics of it. You're not as savvy, but I was still doing my thing, right? Well, interestingly enough, I'm playing like normal. Everything's fine. I put a little weight on me too. I was a little heavier than what I am now. Well, I was much heavier than what I am now. I was like 20 pounds heavier, which my body is not used to. And what happened was, which was very interesting for my learning experience in my life, I went up for a rebound, grabbed the rebound, jump. I jump high. I'm a high jumper. I worked on my calves and stuff like that. I jumped up and landed normal. As soon as I landed, there was this weird feeling in my kneecap, like it popped, but it didn't really pop. It was like a crack. So it didn't really hurt at first until I kept trying to play on it. And then it just started throbbing like crazy. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? So I sat down. I went and sat on the bench and I put my leg up and I was like, what the heck? Lo and behold, I went home and sure enough, my knee swole all the way up to where it was like the size of my thigh. And I had to call into work and everything. I'm like, what is going on? I was like, what the heck is going on? So I didn't know what was going on. I'm just like, whatever, fluke, whatever. It's fine. So I wait for that to heal. It took only a couple days for it to actually go down. So, I decided to go play a different day. But this time I don't even jump or anything. I'm literally just on defense or on offense, and I feel it again. It's this little pop. It's like a little crack though, because it doesn't even hurt. It's like when you get up and your knees crack, or you move left and right and your body kind of makes those cracks. That's what it was, and I was like, huh. But then I tried to continue to play. Done. And I'm like, oh no. Like, hold up, something's wrong here. Like, something's really wrong. So I'm like, okay, happened for the second time. I'm still gonna chalk it up to a fluke. This is crazy. So I play a third time, happens again, and I'm like, gotta go to the doctor. I gotta see what's going on, right? That's the next move. So I'm like, okay. So I go to the doctor, I have an MRI. I'm like, yeah, let's figure out what's going on. This is what's going on. He like, anything wrong right now? I'm like, no. He's like, okay, so we'll call you back with the results. They call me back with the results. They said, Kev, we don't see anything. We don't see a tear. We don't see a break. We don't see a sprain. Nothing. We see nothing. And I'm like, okay, clearly something's wrong here. Clearly something's wrong. You mean to tell me y'all can't see anything? There's nothing. There's nothing. You just got nothing for me? They're like, we got nothing. I said, okay. Okay. So the topic. I had two choices. I can either shut down and be like, it's over. My career's over. It's done. I know. I can't do it anymore. Or I can show up. And that's what I decided to do. I was like, you know what? I don't call myself uncanny for no reason. And I was like, all right, God, I'm gonna need you on this one, man. I need some help with this. Okay, this is going to test my mental, because taking basketball out of my life that's my therapy. That's like saying my therapist quit on me. Like, nope, we're done, Kev. I don't want to deal with you no more. That's pretty devastating, right? You'd be like, what is wrong with me, right? So that's kind of how I was feeling. I was like, dude, okay, something's up, man. I gotta figure this out. So I went and bought like a little knee sleeve. I had a knee brace. I had all of this stuff, and I would still try and continue to play sometimes. I was probably doing like once a week, and I was playing. I'm like, okay. And sure enough, it seemed like after too long of a time, that's when it would happen, because it's like my knee was getting too tired or something. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. And it was happening so often. My nephew started destroying me in basketball. He like, oh, you're getting old, Kev, this, that, and the other. And I just could not accept that. I could not accept it. I was like, no, dude, this is not going to happen to me. This is not how my career is going to end. It is not. It's just simply not. I will not accept this. And so I kept showing up. I would play. I would practice. I mean, man, if you go down my timeline on Facebook, dude, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I'm like, nope, I'm practicing. And it took me a couple years. It took me a couple years of consistently being like, it's going to get better. It's going to get better, Kev. It's going to get better. Just play through it, work through it. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. Now you have to understand that the age that I'm at as well, everybody, especially if I would have really been telling people, everybody would have said, well, you're getting old, Kev. Well, you're getting old, man. Like, you're getting old. I'm not. Okay, just plain and simple. I'm not. Okay, so I didn't want to hear that. I didn't tell nobody about it. None of that. I just was going to work. I'm like, nope, I am going to fix this knee problem, and I'm gonna fix it by doing what I actually love to do, which is playing basketball and practicing. So that I'm going completely against all thought. I'm going against all thoughts. Okay, I'm like, no, this is how this is gonna go. And if you look at my Instagram today, y'all, I'm not complaining. I'm not talking about how my knee is going out. And I'm here to tell you that all I did was I continued to show up. What that even was, I have no idea. I have a lot of theories. One is that it was some type of mental trauma that I locked into my leg, right? Another thing is I just went so far out of practice that my body kind of got soft and brittle. So y'all, I'm telling you, if you look at my Instagram, look at my stories, I'm going to the gym 5 days a week. Now, that is a way of my life. That is my way of living going forward. So I'm saying this, y'all, because this wasn't I didn't dare. And you know what? And I did take some supplements because I was like, well, maybe this will help. So I took some supplements called glucosamine, right? Which is supposed to be for joint health, because I'm sciencing this myself, y'all. They didn't recommend that or nothing. I'm just like went into freaking GNC or something like that, or I'm looking at the different supplements and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's probably what it is, like something in my joint. So for a while I was taking those supplements. I'm like, come on, man, like. And who knows if they worked or not, or if it was just me believing in the fact that they were going to help. You see what I'm saying? But I was showing up. Though. And that's what I'm here to tell you is that it took a while, y'all. It took me a couple years to get back to where now I can run and play full games and not have to sit out. Okay? A couple years. I really want to emphasize that. Okay, because everybody wants stuff to happen that year, that month, that year, those weeks. Okay, you have to really, really set your mind on this may take a while, and you're going to have to consistently force your mind into the realm of the good. It will get better. It will repair. It will heal. All of that. I had to continuously fight my own thoughts, fight other people's thoughts, fight against nature itself, supposedly, right? Because I'm getting older, right? I had to fight against it. And so that's what I'm here to tell y'all, that I literally healed my knee. I literally healed it by continuing to show up, focusing my thoughts on the positive. And now, how else can you explain that I don't have that issue anymore? Really, really think about that, y'all. Really think about that. Okay, that is the message for today. Either you're going to shut down or you're going to show up. And you got to continue to show up, man. You got to continue to show up. I was tripping, y'all. I know y'all can't see it. I wish I had footage. I wish I would have recorded it. But I was tripping out. I thought my basketball career was over for a short time. And then you know what? One of the other thoughts was, well, you know what? If I'm going to go out like this, then I'm going to just go out just handicapped. I'm going to go out a little hampered. I'm going to go out a little disabled. That's fine. That's how I'm going to go out. But I'm like, but in the process, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to show up. I'm going to continue to show up. And I am going to focus on the positive possibilities. So that's what I really, really, really encourage y'all to do all the time, because there's no other explanation. There is no other explanation why my leg got better. No doctor, no surgery on my knee, nothing. A couple supplements and hope and faith and showing up. And that's what this game is about, y'all. That's what this whole thing is about. You got to show up. All right. So always, always, always remember, y'all, that mindset matters. Mindset matters more than anything else. Your mind is incredibly important. Sorry, I was burping in the process of saying that. Your mind is incredibly important, and it's super powerful. It's super powerful. Don't get it twisted and think things are going to happen instantaneously, though. But if you gear it in the right direction, it will serve you well. All right. So we got good stuff cooking up, y'all. I got a lot of stuff that I have to prepare because now I'm doing week on, week off with my kids. So that's going to be a different dynamic. I'm going to have to get my brain adjusted to that so that I can really grind on these weeks where I don't have my kids and then have some stuff loaded up and prepared for everyone during the weeks when I have my kids, because I want to be present with them, especially now since I'm not going to have them for an entire week. I want to be really present with them on the week that I do have them. So that's going to be an interesting journey for me to balance all of this in a completely different way of balancing. Before I was with them 24/7. And now it's kind of off. So, really think about the things I said today, y'all. It's not, I love basketball. I went through the problem. I'm not telling you something to give you some goofy story or something I made up. That was my life. This is what I went through. And so that's why I'm relaying it to you, because I don't have another explanation for you why it got better either. I have no idea why I'm able to play now full games with no problem either. Right? Besides the stuff that I just told you that I did and I went through. So really consider that in your life. I'm not different. I'm not special. I have a brain just like you guys have, and you can do the exact same thing. And that's why I am so passionate about talking about this stuff all the time, because I truly believe that there's something inside of you that you need to share with the world. All right. So I love you guys very much. I will see you again next time. Anytime. Out.